President Donald Trump and Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell faced off in a rare and tense meeting at the Fed headquarters in Washington.
Now, this showdown comes amid Trump's ongoing frustration over interest rates and the soaring cost of a massive renovation project.
Now, the visit marked one of the few times a sitting precedent towards the Federal Reserve, a building currently undergoing an expensive facelift. The renovation, initially estimated at $1.9 billion, has increased to $2.5 billion, with security upgrades such as blast-resistant windows driving a significant portion of the cost.
President Trump accused the Fed of overspending, claiming the cost was $3.1 billion. Powell quickly corrected him in front of reporters, explaining that Trump had included a separate building renovation, the William Mackenzie Martin Jr. building, which was completed 5 years ago and is not part of the current project. The confrontation grew tense as Powell insisted on the facts, while Trump stood firm, arguing that the additional costs were part of an overall redevelopment plan. Observers noted the unusual public disagreement between the president and the Fed chief.
Well, this visit also came as Trump ramps up criticism of Powell's management of U.S. monetary policy, especially his refusal to lower interest rates further. The Fed's current short-term interest rate stands at 4.3% after 3 cuts last year.
I feel good about it. I mean, look, I have one dispute, and the dispute is there could be some things with money and, where it comes from, how it's come from, how it's printed, where it's printed, all of the standard things with the Fed. But I just want to see one thing happen. Very simple. Interest rates have to come down. If the interest rates don't come down, we're knocking it out of the park with high interest rates. If interest rates come down, then that final little element kicks in, that's housing. And the sad part is that people, wonderful young people, young couples starting off, they can't get a mortgage because the rates are too high.
Trump has repeatedly blamed Powell for holding back the economy, calling him stupid and a loser in previous statements, and has even threatened to fire him. However, legal experts say Trump likely does not have the authority to remove Powell from his position following a recent Supreme Court ruling that protects Federal Reserve independence. Despite the public sparring, Trump later softened his tone, saying that they had a productive talk with no tension and expressing hope Powell will do the right thing.
Well, the Fed plays a crucial role in setting U.S. monetary policy, balancing inflation, employment and economic growth. Now, Powell has also highlighted the risk of Trump's tariffs on inflation, underscoring the complex economic landscape.
I think he's going to do the right thing. Everybody knows what.
And for more on this, our correspondent Susan Tehrani has sent us this report. Listen to this.
President Donald Trump's visit to the Federal Reserve on Thursday, the first by a sitting president in 20 years, quickly turned into a headline-making moment. Touring the central bank's construction site in hard hats, Trump and Fed Chair Jerome Powell got into somewhat of a back and forth over the renovation's $2.5 billion cost. Trump said it had jumped to $3.1 billion. Powell, however, pushed back, explaining that the figure that Trump is mentioning is including a third building that was built in 2021. And while the moment ended with a lighthearted laughter and backslap and a joke about interest rates, it really highlights the growing tensions between the two. Trump has been pressing the Fed to lower interest rates, arguing that it would reduce borrowing costs. Though some advisors have urged him to fire Powell, President Trump said he won't do that, adding that he believes the chairman, quote unquote, will do the right thing. The visit was both rare and strategic, allowing President Trump to spotlight spending concerns and keep up a pressure on Powell without making a formal move. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION. World is One.